back to the channel real quick. I want to talk about the 3.6 Pentastar engine again. All right, that's right, man. The 3.6 Pentastar engine found in the minivan, the Sebring, the cars, some of the 1500s. Basically the first generation. We're gonna go by generation, okay? The earlier built 3.6 liter engine. That's the year. Those are the years that we had the most problem. Of course, it was the earlier built 3.6. So naturally, you have to go through something to find out what it is you need to change. And one thing Chrysler has changed on those 3.6 engine is the valve train setup. All right. Now, what I want to talk about, everybody's aware of what's going on with the 3.6. The rocker arms are coming apart and essentially ruining the camshafts in extreme cases. Okay, I have seen the extreme cases. I have seen the basic cases. Okay, at either rate, it shouldn't be happening this soon. Okay, that engine was found in the 2011 minivan. Okay, first, and those are the ones I've taken the most pounding. All right, so listen, man. What I want to talk about, because everybody's aware of it and everybody's doing their own repairs, everybody doing what they need to do to get their van back on the road. But what I want to touch basics on is the fact of the shavings. Okay, let me say that again. The shavings that comes from the camshaft lobes after the camshaft lobes are worn. What we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, we are simply going in, we're lifting up the camshaft, we're putting in new rocker arms, and in extreme cases, like I say, if the camshaft lobes are worn, we're simply replacing the camshaft. That's all fine and dandy, but what we're failing to leave out, or what we're failing to realize, is those shavings. Okay, let's talk about those shavings. They have to go somewhere, people. They have to go somewhere. Hopefully, here's what we all hope for. Okay, I assume it's gonna make it to the oil pan. Now, if the oil pump is doing its job, or if the oil filter is doing its job, chances are it should catch some of those shavings. But that's not always the case. So what I wanna point out, or what I wanna tell you guys is basically, number one, you should be changing the oil after basically any kind of engine repair. You should change the oil, especially if you're dealing with I won't say catastrophic failure, but failure such as camshaft lobes wearing. Again, people, that will result in shavings, and those shavings have to go somewhere. Now, like I say, I highly suspect it's gonna make it to the oil pan. Okay, that's normally the lubrication system. Okay, you travel through the oil pump, pumps in oil. Okay, it's gonna go through the filter to strain any kind of particles, and it's gonna disperse over, you know, the needed lubrication points. Okay, we all know that. But if that filter is doing its job, yes, it should capture those shavings. But like I say, that's not always the case, guys. So all I want to do is leave with you, man, is change the oil after any kind of 3.6 engine repair. Go ahead and change the oil and the filter. You're right there already, man. The oil filter adapter housing is right there. So while you at it, just unscrew it, put in a new filter, put in new oil, and that should give you a little peace of mind. Like I say, on the 5.7 Hemi, man, we were told to drop the oil pan. Y'all know, aware of the 5.7 Hemi problem. They're going through basically the same thing, the earlier built one. Okay, now on the warranty at the dealership, Chrysler want us to drop the oil pan. Okay, if you're replacing the camshaft because the camshaft lobes are worn because the lifters collapse or fail or whatever, and it resulted in a lot of shavings, which chances are made it to the oil pan, Chrysler literally wants you to drop the oil pan and clean that out. That's understandable. I have no problem with that. A lot of guys not doing that. Now I'm getting off track. I done switched over to the 5.7 Hemi, and I want to do that. So let me make clear, any kind of 3.6 liter engine valve train repair you do, please change the oil and filter afterward. Okay, I'm gonna talk more and get more into depth on that 5.7 problem they're having. Okay, like this part here, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the oil control valve. All right, I don't know if you can see that, but I ended up replacing this engine because Chrysler recommended me replace it. Okay, even after removing the oil pan, all right, first of all, I did the repair. Replaced the camshaft and the lifters, all of them. I went ahead and replaced all of them. Okay, now, again, we're under instructions to drop the oil pan and clean out all the shavings. We were also told to remove the oil control valve, which is this. Now, if you see any kind of shavings in this oil control valve, guess what, people? That's right. Some of you guessed it, some of you haven't guessed it. And I don't even want to talk about it until the next video. I see I'm up to 6 minutes now on this video. So we're going to talk about the 5.7 Hemi valve train issue and what you should do if you pull your oil control valve out and see shavings on it, inside of it, what have you. It's not good, people. It's not good. So stay tuned, man. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel so you will not miss it. But for now, change the oil in that 3.6 liter engine and the filter, and hopefully that filter would catch all the shavings and it would not have a chance to circulate throughout the engine, and you'll be fine. All right, you should be fine. You should be fine. You should be fine. Keep your fingers crossed. You should be fine. All right, that's all I have, man. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.